Hi there, my name's Craig and I work with Healthy Cornwall. I'm also a qualified personal trainer who works with a lot of clients with low back pain, and I have a specialist in the lumbar section. So I wanted to share with you today some safe core exercises to help strengthen your core, improve your posture, but also crucially protect your lower back and your spine. So here's a few that I'll quickly go through with you. Probably the most common we see for exercises with the core is the good old crunch, but we see a lot of people doing it wrong. So they jam their feet under a heavy object, they lay down, and they pull here. So you're pulling your cervical and thoracic spine up really quickly, and then people come up really quickly. What that tends to do is it means A, you pulled out of line, but also all the weight that you're loading comes through your quads and your hip flexors. Very little actually goes through the core. So to change the crunch, to make it far more effective and also far safer, just modify it, make it very, very simple. So you put your hands at your base of your thighs, your lower back's nice and flat to the floor. That's your structure, your support. And all you're going to do, keep your chin off your chest and looking into the distance as you come up, keep your neck in line, is just roll your hands up. Nice and slow. Slow's key because your core is activated better when you're working slowly, and it's much safer than pulling fast. So you could do 12 to 15 repetitions, nice and slow and controlled, keeping that good line, that good shape there. So that's going to work right in the centre here, the rectus abdominis, which goes right through the middle. If you wanted to work the obliques down the side here with that, same motion, same crunch, you just come up, exactly the same, and have a little rotation over, back to the middle and down. Again, raising my shoulder blades up, keeping my chin off my chest, everything in line, nice and slow and controlled, and you'll feel that twist will activate down the side here for the obliques. So that's a safer crunch motion. We can also look at safer motions that we can do to work the core, including a long straight back by being on our hands and knees. So that long straightness is far safer than flexing the spine. So what we can look at, whole core movements. Here, my back's nice and flat, core's engaged. My hands are directly under my shoulders, my knees are up under my hips. I'm going to take my right arm up, left leg back, nice and slow, and squeeze and control. As you can see, again, it's nice and slow, and I'm not twisting, so my core is having to work. Try and keep the lower back as flat as you possibly can. Try not to arch too much. Either way, nice and flat, and push away and squeeze. That can take us into another movement that's very, very popular, which is the plank. The plank's great, but a lot of people do it wrong as far as their position. So how do we build into a good safe plank? So you can start here. Again, that same position, knees under my hips, hands under my shoulders. And all you can do is just come up, there, and build into your plank, there. So I'm nice and flat, I'm not allowing my back to drop too low because that compromises the lower lumbar. I'm flat and strong. When you're feeling comfortable, just drop down and build into it. So you can take the time as your core strength increases. As you progressively get stronger with that one, you can go into a full plank. And again, position's key. But you're nice and flat in the back, not allowing your lumbar to become compromised. Engaging the whole core. Elbows are underneath my shoulders. You can hold that again for as long as you feel comfortable, and build it up gradually as the strength increases. Now, other ways to do your plank, again to engage full core, is by adding a bit of movement. Again, very, very safe, very easy, because we're going to do it slowly with control. So again, my hands go underneath my shoulders. I've got a nice flat back, I haven't compromised the lower lumbar. There, and I'm going to bring a hand up to the opposite shoulder. That movement will fire my whole core because I'm looking for that stability, and stability is what our core is all about. There. And again, as many reps or for as long a time as you feel comfortable doing so. You could also change it up. Same idea. We're going to the hip. And that just changes the focus of the abs and changes the work. Another good option for a nice long core, protected spine, because it's going to be flat on the mat, is a dead bug. I'm going to bring in a weight, and at home this could be a heavy book. So in the gym, we can have a weight, whatever we want to do. Now, dead bug's probably my favourite movement, because again, just like our crunch, my back is flat. I'm compressing the space between my tummy button and the floor, there. Bring my hands up, my knees nice and flat, there 90 degrees. I take my left arm, right leg, back and in. So I'm getting that same crunch motion as I would do with the sit up, but everything's nice and flat and controlled. Again, you can see it's nice and slow. And again, as many repetitions as you feel comfortable, probably looking 15 to 20 to start. There. If I wanted to regress that, I could just do my legs. Here. Or to progress it, bring in my weight. So by doing that, again, good starting position, lower back nice and flat, core engaged. One leg down, both arms go back with that weight. Keep my lower back nice and flat, core engaged, and that weight adds the resistance. It makes it more challenging. Hope that helps, guys. So we've dispelled the crunch and given you safer crunch options that include right through the centre of your tummy, so your rectus abdominis, as well as your obliques. Giving you a couple of plank variations that are much safer, much easier to build into. Please take your time when doing a plank. And also, my favourite, the dead bug. Good luck.